Anybody else have any other ideas on how we discovered? Yes. My, okay. What's that?
Look at me.
He said, look at me. So those phrases, boys and girls, look at me, I'm, those all told us that escargot was actually the person telling the story. So recently, all of you did some research on an animal in your classrooms. So I want you to think about that research that you did. And before we start, I want you to tell me who your animal was. What animal did you research? A lizard. Oh my goodness. And what animal did you research? Wasps. Oh my goodness. And yours? Penguin. And yours?
Owls.
Owls. My goodness. We have such a huge variety of animals. This is very cool. So today, you brought your research with you about your animal. So if we wanted to tell our story and we wanted to pretend that we were that animal, just like escargot was telling his story, then we would write our story as if we were a wasp, a penguin, an owl. So that's what you've done today. You took your research and you wrote your narratives on your piece of paper, and then also you drew amazing pictures, I might add, of your animals. So now I am going to teach you how to use Chatterpix, okay? So everybody has a sheet right beside them, a little guide. So everybody pull your guide out. And that little guide, I'm going to tell you the directions, but that little guide is going to also help you when you're learning how to do a Chatterpix, okay?
It's an eagle.
It is an eagle. Okay, let's.
It doesn't look like a drawing though.
Hold on, let me get this. Oopsie. Okay, all right, so, let's see here. I know, it's wanting to start without me. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, there we go. Okay, so on your iPad, obviously you know that there are all of these different apps, but the app that we're gonna be using today is called Chatterpix Kids. And if you look on your little guide there that I made for each one of you, that Chatterpix guide will tell you the steps to creating your own Chatterpix. But I'm going to show you also right here, okay? So you'll notice that there is the little icon that we use whenever we're making a Chatterpix. So see that little face? You're going to just push that Chatterpix once and listen. So it kind of talked to you. It said, duck, duck.
Welcome to Chatterpix.
Okay, now the next step, if you look, it'll say, it has asked you which one should I choose. So you're going to choose take photo because we're going to use the work that you created, right? Because this is our creativity. This is the way we chose to be creative. So you're going to click the button that says take photo. Okay. And then you're going to use your picture. This is my picture that I'm going to pretend to use. You're going to take the iPad, hold the iPad, and if you want to stand up, you can. You're going to hold the iPad right over the top. See how I'm doing that? And you're going to push the camera button just like that. Boop. And there is I am a dolphin. Okay? Now, it's saying, oopsie, it's asking us to draw our mouth. Now my dolphin's mouth is way down here, right? So see how it keeps telling you to draw that line? And if you look at your guide, that's what it's telling you to do, is draw a line. So we're gonna go like this. So here's my finger, I'm just drawing it right across where I want my dolphin to speak. Okay? So see my little thing? As soon as I do that, I have this little button right here that says record. So I'm gonna show you how we do that. So I'm gonna push, and it's going to give me a countdown. It's going to say 3, 2, 1. And that's when you're going to use your research and you're going to read as if you are the animal. So I'm going to pretend that I have research about a dolphin in front of me. So here we go. Oh, excuse me. We just needed access. Hi, I am a dolphin. I like to swim in the cold water. So did you see how that happened? And as soon as I finished, that was just my short example, I pushed the stop button. And now, watch. Hi, I am a dolphin. I like to swim in the cold water. Okay.
That's cool.
That is cool, isn't it? So, how did I do that? Who would like to tell me how I just did that? What were the steps in doing that? Yes.
You pressed the camera button, you took a picture of it, and then you drew the mouth, and you pressed the microphone button and started talking.
That's right. And boys and girls, I mentioned to you when we were together earlier that you have 30 seconds to talk. So your writing that you did should last about 30 seconds. Okay? All right. Does anybody have any questions for me? Yes.
What happens if you don't have a mouth?
You can draw it right above that spot right there or above it. Either way. And you can practice with that. Okay? All right. So I'm going to go back and I am going to have, so what we'll do is I'm going to have one person at a time do it so that it's not too loud for each of us. So Gwen, I'm going to start with you. And so you can stand up and look for your, however you want to get your, oh, my finger was covering it. Okay, you just tell me where. Is that good? Where do you want me to put it? Okay. So now what is it asking you to do?
To draw a mouth.
To draw your mouth. Good.
I think I made too long.
Okay. So if you need to go back, you can. Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna tree.
Okay, so you were just practicing. So several times she went back because she said, "Wait, I don't want my mouth right there." Okay, so now let's get your paper in front of you. Okay, now what are some things that you think after you saw my Chatterpix? What are some things that you need to keep in mind as you're reading your script? Are you gonna whisper? Are you gonna talk really, really loud?
No. That'd be too loud. That would break our earbuds.
That would be too loud, that's right. So you can do this several ways. You can just read it at your regular tone, or if you want to put some enthusiasm, like when you were practicing for us earlier and sharing your story, you had a lot of enthusiasm as you read. So, all right.
What does that mean?
That means excitement. Do you remember when you were like, I might bite? Do you remember it? So that's excitement. Great question.
Do I press this now?
You sure do. Okay, now can you teach Leanna how to do it for me?
So,
Yeah, good job.
so you click take photo,
Okay, and you can let her do it. Just walk her through.
then you hold it over your picture, and when you think you got it good enough, and you want to get it over it, like that, and then click the picture. Hit.
It's so cute. And now,
So
how
now-
does she know what to do?
And next, put your finger on it and put where you want your mouth to be.
Okay, and then what?
You hit the record button. When you're ready, hit the record button. Now it says,
I'm an owl. I have sharp talons and brown feathers. I cannot move my eyes, but I can twist my head all the way around. My favorite things to eat are